Hello friend, in this video we will talk about some basic built-in functions which you can apply on list data type in Python. So without wasting time, let's start. I'll share my screen. So in my earlier video, I have shown you how you can slice the list, how you can use the indexes on the list, how you can get some elements out of the list, and that's okay. Now we'll start with the further thing, that is built-in function for list. So I'm creating L1 list, and that is nothing but some element in that, some heterogeneous elements, because list can have multiple data types. Okay, then false, that's it. Okay, if I print L1, so this is the list with 1 2 3 4 5 elements, and how indexing works and everything we have already talked. So very basic first function which you can apply on any list is length, that is len of L1. Just like string, it will give you length of the list. So there are total 5 elements, 1 2 3 4 5. That's why length of L1 is 5. Okay, now if you want to check that particular element is present in your list or not, so you can use this kind of function, in function. How? If I say, if I want to check whether Akshay, like this element is present in my list or not, so I'll write Akshay in L1. So it will give me either true or false. Similarly, if I write something like ZZZ in L1, it will give me false. Why? Because that element is not present in my list. Similarly, if I give some integer value 1 in L1, true, because this element is present. Similarly, 12.34 in L1, true. So you got the idea. Using using in, like this kind of keyword, you will get the output in Boolean terms, either true or false, whether you can check whether that particular element is present or not in your list. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, you have this list L1, you have created that, and I have already told you list is mutable. You can modify the list if you want. You can't modify the string, you have to create a new string each and every time. But if you talk about list, you can modify your existing list. So there should be some functions using which you can modify the list. So let's say I want to add a new element at the end of the list. For that, there is a function that is nothing but append. Okay, append. Now whatever new element I want to append, I can write it there. So I want to append, let's say, a new element which is nothing but a string daga. So it is appended. If I check L1, see the same the same string L1 is now modified with this function. If I append something like L1 using this plus operator, and here I write another new, I'll get this output. But if I check L1 is not modified. Like using plus operator, you will get output. You have to assign that output to some another variable. This kind of operation won't modify your original list. But using append function, you will modify your list. Okay, that is done. Now you know how to append new element at the end of list. Now I'll tell you, what if you want to insert a new element but in between. So for that, you have function L1, name of the function is insert. Using insert function, you can insert an element wherever you want. Let's say I want to insert let's say Epidaga after this Akshay. So what I will do, I'm just adding a string type of element. You can add any type of element, no issue in that. So I am writing Epidaga. Before that, what I'll do, I'll check what is the syntax. So using shift tab, it will tell me what is the syntax. L1 insert, we have to mention the index and then object. So first of all, where I want to add 0 1 2 and third, at third position, third index, I want to add it. So 3, and what I want to add, I'll write Epidaga. If I do that, if I print L1, so L1 is modified, and you can see at the third index, like 0 1 2 and third index, the new element is added. Okay, now you know how you can add elements in between and at the end. Now let's talk about how you can remove some of the elements from the list. For that, there is a function that is pop. Using pop, you can remove the element. By default, if you don't pass any value to the pop, it will remove the last element from the list. I'll show you shift tab. See, by default, the index which is passed is -1. If you want to remove any other in between value from the list, you have to pass that index. So if I do list L1.pop, and if I print, so you can see the daga is removed. The last element is removed from the list. If I print L1 once again, you can see the last element is removed. Now L1.pop, and I want to remove this element which we added in earlier. So 0, 1, 2, 3, that is index number 3. So pop 3. You can see this one is popped out. So if I print L1 once again, the L1 is modified and that element is removed from the list. So this is how you can remove from the list. So we have talked about append, insert and pop. Now there is one more function. What if you want to reverse the list? So using this kind of slicing operation, you got your list in reverse format. But again, the L1 is not modified. If you assign this operation to another variable, then this reverse list will be stored in that variable. But by default, L1 is not modified. What if you want to modify L1 itself? You can use some built-in function that is L1 dot reverse. Okay, and run. Here, if you look at L1, now L1 itself is modified and the list is now reversed. If I again do L1 dot reverse, it will again reverse this string and it will become our original string, right? L1 is modified. So that's it. Now there is one more function similar to append, but it is different. How? So if I talk about L1 dot append, so in this append I can pass anything. I can pass a single element. I can pass a list as well. So if I pass a single element, maybe string, maybe integer, maybe anything, that will be appended in our list as a last element. Okay, but if I pass list within this append and I'll pass some value 1, 2, 3. So what I'm passing a list in this append. So let's see what happens. If I print L1, so the new element is added in the list, and that new element is nothing but a list. Okay, but there is one more function, that is extend. If I do L1 dot extend and then I pass a list within that, again I will pass now list within that 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's say what happens. If I use extend and if I print L1 once again, you can see 4, 5, 6, 3 elements are added. Even though I passed one list in that, 4 different elements are added in the list. And when I use append and pass a list into that whole thing is added as a single element. Okay, so that is the difference between append and extend. It is little bit confusing, but if you pay attention, you will get a clear idea. Okay, then you will say, what if I pass a single value in extend, then what will happen? The answer is you can't pass a single value in extend. Let's say I'll pass value 25 in that. It will throw an error. Why? If you use function extend, you have to always pass some iterable value in that. Earlier we passed one list, so list is iterable. You can iterate in the list. But when you pass a integer, it is not iterable. Right? You can't you can do iteration in integer, but you can do iteration in string. So I'll show you L1 dot extend, and instead of that I'll pass a new string, that is new str. I have passed a string, and remember string is iterable. You can do indexing in the string. So if I print L1 now, it didn't throw me any error. If you look at that and look at it, now each element is added as a, like each character in this string is added as a one element in this list. Okay, what if I do L1 dot extend, not extend, if I do L1 dot append, and then pass some string that is high and check, the whole thing is added high as a single element. But in this extend, whatever iterable you pass, so each element of that iterable is added as a single one element in that list. But when you use append, whatever you pass, the whole thing is passed, is added in the list as a single element. So that is the difference. If you are still confused about append and extend, if you like do some practice, you will get some idea, like confusion will be cleared. So that's it. That is the basic difference between append and extend. I am revising once again. If you pass anything in append, the whole thing, whatever you pass in append function, will be added in the list as a single element. But whatever you pass in extend, there is a limitation. You can only pass some iterable value in extend, and whatever you pass, single alphabet or single character or single element of the list will be added as a one element in your original list. Okay, so that's the basic difference. So I think that's enough, guys. These are the basic functions. There are some more functions, built-in functions available on list. For now, this is enough. All this kind of operation you can do using list. I hope you got some idea, some information about the list, in how you can use list, how can you do some operation on list in Python. If you liked it, please click on like button. If you have any doubt, you can put it into comment box. And to encourage me, you can do the subscribe in, you can share this kind of video with your friends. Thank you very much. This is Akshay Daga signing off. Bye bye.